Hey guys, what's up? It's Monkelzunky. So we're going to be doing another Isaac run today, and before we actually get started, I've been asked to show my stats, so we're going to do that first. So it looks like I have 145 deaths and 40 mom kills, so I'm almost at the point where I'm a little bit over the point of getting like a mom kill out of every 4 attempts. But you gotta realize, when I first started Isaac, I was terrible. And if you watch some of my really early videos in the Let's Play, you'll see exactly what I mean. I was really bad. It took me a while to actually get good enough to even kill mom's heart consistently. And I'm still definitely not good at the game, but I think I have come a long way. So I did have some stuff to talk about during the game, but what we're going to be doing in this game is playing as CAIN, because I need to get an Isaac kill with CAIN to unlock stuff. I still do have to do one final Sheol win with Eve, but I'm just not in a good enough mood to do an Eve run today. So instead, we're going to be doing a run with CAIN, and our first item is Mr. Boom. Actually, you know what? Let's just reset. I don't feel like starting off a run with Mr. Boom, but CAIN has always kind of had a special place in my heart as one of my favorite characters, because I consider the Luck Foot one of the really good items in the game to get early. If you can pick up the Luck Foot early on when you haven't discovered a whole lot of pills yet, it can be a great item. And that's really something that, you know, it's great to have with CAIN, or if you pick up like PhD, but Luck Foot is even better than PhD because it makes CAIN better at gambling as well. So pardon me, but I will be doing some resetting at the start if I just end up getting really terrible items in the item room. But the first time I see it even half decent item, I will take it. I'm not going to like keep resetting until I find some sort of ultra amazing damage up item. I'm just going to keep resetting until I find like a halfway decent one. So don't worry too much about it. But first of all, like when we're just in the beginning start of the video and nothing really interesting is happening just in the basement, one thing that I did want to say is I've already reached 500 subscribers on this channel on YouTube, which is pretty incredible considering I only made this channel like April 13th or something like that. I think it was like midway through April, and now we're early in June or July, so it hasn't even been 3 months yet. And I've already, you know, reached 500 subscribers, which I think is absolutely awesome. I know a large part of that is just because of me like having a main channel and being able to get a lot of subscribers coming over from that, but at the same time I've really been happy with this channel's growth so far. On my main channel itself, it took me, I believe, 2 years to get partnership, and I got partnered at around 700 subscribers. So it took me 2 years to get 700 subscribers on my first channel, and then on the second one I'm able to reach almost that mark in a little under 3 months, which I think is pretty epic. So yeah, thanks a lot for everyone subscribed, and I hope to keep this going for quite a while because, you know, I enjoy playing video games, and I'm kind of like, I've been doing YouTube for so long, it's been like 3.5 years now. Eventually you just kind of get to the point where it becomes ingrained in your system. When you play video games, you just naturally want to record them, and I don't know, it's sometimes not great because like every single time you do play a game you feel like obligated to record it. And that's not always the most enjoyable thing to do. Sometimes you do just want to relax and play a video game, not having to worry about recording, but I guess that's kind of what my Xbox is for. And maybe I should stop talking so much and kind of realizing that my health is going down rapidly, and that would be pretty embarrassing if I do wind up dying on the basement. Found a couple of golden chests so far. Let's see if we can't blow our way into here, get this tinted rock, and also end up getting some of these coins. So I did wind up doing that, and also golden key, which is awesome. You always want to find that golden key if you haven't opened up anything yet on the floor. So I think I will stick with this run. Deck of cards isn't the greatest starting item ever, but I've reset a few times already, and it's decent. You can get cards like Judgment. That's a pretty good card for one. I don't know if I'll be using this Joker card. Like, I'm so low on health that it wouldn't really make sense to use the Joker card because I'm just very low on health. And, you know, if I do a deal with the devil, for example, if it's not a deal with the angel, because you can go into deal with the angel rooms with the Joker card as well, but if I end up finding a deal with the devil, I can't really spend hearts on it because I only have 2 hearts, and I don't want to, like, even if it's only a 1 heart deal, it'll put me down to like 1 red heart, and I don't really want to be on that situation yet. So hopefully I can find 3 more cents on this floor. Actually, there is a likely location for the secret room, and my head is humongous, but I'll try to blow my way into the secret room here, and if I can just get 3 more cents, I can access the shop, which would be great. I always love accessing the shop really early on in the game, because that means, you know, you potentially can access the shop more in the game, and I will blow up these rocks and access cents if I find no other use for them. But actually what I'm going to do first is I'm going to play this beggar, and then I have an additional judgment card too, so I won't put that down right away, however. But beggars, I always find beggars more useful than shops because they can drop health upgrades. And the shop, it does have some really good items in the shop, but there's also a lot of really crap items or items that just aren't amazing in the shop as well. So speaking of items that aren't amazing, we get my best friend. But I guess one thing that I could do with best friend is put him here, let him blow up, and potentially discover the secret room, but it's not there. So my best friend proved to be completely useless. But I guess the deck of cards is kind of an underrated item in the game, because there are a lot of really good you know, cards in the game, like Hierophant or Devil, or Emperor is really good on later floors, cards like that. So it is kind of an underrated. And we get 2 pills, which is amazing with CAIN because all of his pills are good or neutral. So we do have a full health pill in the rotation, which is always good to have. And the reason why I'm not picking up those soul hearts is I don't want to use them. I don't want to lose them earlier than I would have to, if that makes sense. I'm also going to try to put a bomb here, try to look for the secret room, and also get these scents at the same time. And I managed to do that. I just realized there's a likely location for the secret room here, so I might as well slap a bomb down. So I do have enough money to access the shop, but I could also throw down a judgment in the secret room. And if you put down a beggar in the secret room, he can potentially draw from the secret room's pool. Little known fact. Actually, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that, but if you didn't know that, now you do. And unfortunately, he did not give me a secret room item, but he did give me Mom's coin purse, which as CAIN can be great. 2 friends till the end pills. If those were full health pills, that would have been great. I mean health up pills. Unfortunately, there doesn't look like there's any absolutely mind-blowingly amazing pills in the rotation. I still would like to get another 5 cents, even though I've already used up 2 beggars just so I could access the shop as well. So I really should have destroyed that fire first thing coming in the room, but I wasn't really thinking. Please don't get caught around all these guys. I'll just go ahead and use my other friends to end pill because this room is annoying me, and I really hate these fire hoppers. Okay. Another range up hill. So I've had 3 range up hills already, which is okay because CAIN doesn't have very great starting range. As you can tell, even with 3 range up hills, I still don't have cross room range. So you can probably tell my range just isn't amazing. But I guess that's decent. I have near max range now, near cross room range, that is. So I probably don't need any more range up the rest of the game, but with 2 range up hills in the rotation, there's probably a pretty decent chance that I will get more range up. And I think this is one as well. No, this is a full health pill. Alright, I don't think I'm going to need that, but if I do wind up, you know, needing that in the near future, that'd be nice. Although I do have 3 hearts, I don't think I'm going to be losing that in the basement, and I have 2 soul hearts to heal me as well. So I should be completely fine when it comes to health, but of course I can take this full health pill along with me and possibly use it for bigger and better things in the future. So if I could just get 3 more cents from one of these rooms, that would be absolutely awesome. If that could happen. It doesn't look like it probably will unless I end up getting like Pageant Boy drop from one of the bosses, which I wouldn't even be that mad with at the moment because it would be really awesome to be able to access the shop. Like getting 2 beggars to pay out and a shop in 1 floor is really good, even though it is an XL floor. So we get another key, that's decent, and let's just go ahead and fight the bosses. Don't worry, I didn't forget about those soul hearts. I will come back to them. I just don't want to squander them any earlier than I have to. I don't like bringing soul hearts into boss rooms if I can help it, because then you lose the soul hearts in the boss rooms when they'd be more helpful, like later on. Like for example, there I just got hit. I can easily restore that red heart. It's a bit more difficult to restore soul hearts though, so that's why I don't like to bring soul hearts in the boss rooms. And as you can see, I got the mini mush effect from the Liberty Cap, and holy cow, this little red dude is really fast. Looks like I almost got him trapped there, and he almost like ran into me. Sometimes he can like really accelerate very quickly. Not entirely sure why that is. But anyway, like Gemini first boss is fairly easy. Hopefully we get like a health upgrade from him or something along those lines. We do end up getting a health upgrade. Also my deck of cards is full, so I got another judgment. I guess I could slap down judgment because it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to move on to the next. What was I trying to say? I just realized that I have a Joker card still sitting on this floor. So we get GUPPYS head isn't the best. I think I'd honestly rather have deck of cards than Guppy's Head, even though Guppy's Head is somewhat decent in the fact that, you know, it works every single room, so you can spawn more of these little flying dudes every single room. So I guess that's okay, but I think I'd rather have the deck cards, because some of the cards are really, really good. So if I get like Emperor cards and stuff, or Hierophant cards, I'd love that. But anyway, like, I think I will go ahead and use that Joker card, because I do have a full 4 hearts now, so I do have a little bit of hearts to work with. I don't have the most hearts, obviously, but and I also have 2 soul hearts as well, so I will use that to like access the devil room if I don't get a devil room anyway, and I do wind up getting a devil room anyway. So let's go ahead and check out the devil room. There's probably not going to be anything amazing in here, and yeah, it was pretty crap anyway, so I don't know if I should bring that Joker card to the next floor with me. I probably should. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and bring the Joker card to the next floor with me. That's why I wasted that full health pill right there, because I will be able to access the devil or angel room, and it does have a higher chance of being an angel room now because I skipped that devil room, and I probably will skip most devil rooms because I don't have a ton of health and I don't feel super comfortable with the amount of health that I have. But I'm, of course, didn't forget to come back and pick up my soul hearts. If I wind up running across a whole bunch more tinted rocks, I could definitely, I guess I can check out the shop because I have the golden key anyway and have 13 cents, which would be it's gonna be really annoying if I walk in there and like find a blue candle or a compass or something and it's 15 cents, but I might as well go in there and buy I don't know, a key or something, probably like a pill or a soul heart if it's in the shop. Might as well. I don't really see any good reason not to. So there is a discounted soul heart, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick that up, and the only item in here was the Steam sale, which I really would rather not buy anyway, so I don't feel bad. I'd only feel bad if there's a compass or a blue candle in there and I couldn't afford it. That's the risk you run when opening up a shop, when you don't have quite enough money to buy whatever happens to be in it. But let's proceed down to the next floor. I'm looking, I would say, pretty good situation. Even though I didn't have the best item room items, the rest of the floor turned out pretty well. And although probably a lot of people would rather take Guppy's Head than the deck of cards, I made my choice, and I think I'd rather have this item that I winded up taking. Please don't hit me. That really should have hit me. I'm not exactly sure why it didn't, but I think I got pretty lucky there. And we do run across catacombs instead of caves, so the enemies will be a bit more annoying. Like, for example, you won't run across these green enemies in the cave. Let's check out the challenge room, and it's just a gray chest. Challenge rooms are almost never worth doing if there's just a gray chest, unless you wind up finding, I don't know, like, if you're like a couple cents short of the shop and there's a good item in the shop, then you can go ahead and use that gray chest in the challenge room to try to pick one up. And I'm just going to use the Mr. Boom to check for a secret room, although it looks like there's a mini boss in the secret room, so I still need charges on my deck of cards, so I'll come back and grab Mr. Boom if that mini boss in fact isn't in a secret room, but it looks like it is. Yeah, it looks like the mini boss is in fact in the secret room, so I'd rather not fight a mini boss in all honesty, so I think I'm going to pass on that. And this is one of the most annoying rooms in the game in my opinion. I hate these Eternal Fly rooms with bee lickers in them. They're just very frustrating, especially the Eternal Flies. Luckily I managed to escape from it without taking too many hits. But let's just try to find the boss room now. I think that's probably in my best interest to go ahead and do that. Try not to get hit by these fat flies because, oh, and of course I proceed to get hit by them just as I say that. This looks like kind of a smallish floor. I don't need the healing. I could use more soul hearts, but I don't need the healing from the red hearts right now, currently. Anyway, I might be able to earn myself a deal with the devil on this floor just because of the fact that I have soul hearts, so even though I've been hit, I haven't taken any red heart damage, and it's only red heart damage that matters when it comes to deals with the devil or angel. So if I could earn one legitimately, I didn't have to use my Joker card, that would be great. Empress, I could probably use that on the boss and come back for the Joker card, so that's probably what I'm going to do here. An Empress card just gives you a cursed state effect where you have more damage and also more speed. Speaking of speed, these spiders are incredibly fast, and they're somehow kind of like a little bit difficult to dodge. CAIN isn't the fastest character in the world, although he's decent. Let's go ahead and fight the boss right away. Try to not lose any more health and try to gain that devil deal legitimately. Well, this sucks, but Greedy Jr. is one of the worst bosses in the game because he's really fast and he's very, very difficult to avoid. But with the speed upgrade from the Empress card, maybe I'll be able to dodge him a little bit easier and possibly not even take any damage, and try to get ourselves this devil deal, which would be great. And hopefully it's like Krampus. I think I'd rather fight Krampus than actually get like a legitimate devil room. Okay, so we get Jesus Juice, which is actually, if you've been watching my Let's Play, that is an item I have not seen in a very long time. Oh, of course, and the 2 deals are soul heart deals, so I can't get them anyway. But yeah, Jesus Juice is a pretty significant tears up, or no, damage up, so it like multiplies your damage by 1.5 or something like that, so it's really good. Pretty great item to have, I would say. So oh, I forgot this was, I guess the secret room isn't the mini boss. The mini boss is actually here. I kept on thinking that the mini boss was going to be in the secret room itself, which would make Greed, which is usually not worth killing. And he drops a card, which is going to be the world card. Well, I'm going to be taking the Joker down to the next floor with me anyway, so I might as well just pop that world card. And I could go back and get Mr. Boom and have a free bomb to explore the secret room with, but nah. I'd rather just be lazy and pick ourselves up a 1-up, which is an item I find all the time for whatever reason. I'm just going to go down to the next floor, screw it. Don't even care. We're just going to head down to the next floor. I mean, I could explore like a couple more rooms, maybe get enough money for the shop, but it's not super important, I don't feel. And I want to get this run over with as soon as possible, because I have things to do in real life. I know it's very surprising. A lot of you probably wouldn't expect that actually do things other than play the computer, but it is true. Sometimes I do things other than this, and sometimes those things are actually more fun than playing Isaac. I don't know, I still like Isaac a lot, but I don't enjoy it nearly as much as I did when I first got the game. I can say that for sure. I don't think that's a bad thing either. I mean, when you first get any game, it's new and exciting, and you love playing it, but over time it eventually gets, you play it a lot, you wear out on it. I think that happens with every game. Okay, so I just took red heart damage, so that means I'll probably have to use this Joker card, because the Gishes there decided to troll me. Usually those are like one of the easiest monsters in the game to kill. I don't know why those particular ones wanted to be difficult. Alright, it would be awesome to get a good item room. Never mind. Okay, so we just get the Hanged Man, which is useless. I'll just pop that right away and take the Joker with me. And I do have a decent amount of red hearts lying around. And now that I've already taken red heart damage, I figure I might as well just go ahead and start playing the blood bank a little bit in the arcade. And that'll also get me enough money to access the shop if I choose to do so, which I probably will. I guess I could gamble on the machines here and attempt to get some more red hearts, but I think I'd rather just go ahead and access the shop now that I have enough money to do so. And there's a couple more red hearts. Oh, I could have gone into the boss challenge room. I just realized that. And the shop happens to be Greed anyway, so I'll probably get some money from him, maybe a Steam sale. I don't really want a Steam sale though. I got hit. That's really not good. And this is really not good at all. I'm gone. That was bad. I hate Greed. I really take so much damage versus Greed. I can't really explain why, because he's supposed to be a really easy boss to kill, but for whatever reason he just absolutely rapes me. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I really don't want to like use up my 1-up already this early in the game, so that's why I decided to teleport out and got myself a free scapular, which also means a better chance for angel rooms later in the game, which is awesome. And I guess we just might as well go ahead and fight the boss. There's really nothing else to do on this floor that I know of. And I just randomly started shooting red tears, I guess because I got the Fat Odd Mushroom effect from the Liberty Cap, which is one of the better ones to get. You can also get like the Compass effect, and some like Mini Mush is pretty good as an effect as well, because it makes you fire incredibly fast. But Liberty Cap can sometimes be decent. And we get a free health. And let's go ahead and blow this up and open up that gray chest. Just to see if there's anything interesting in there, although there probably isn't. Just half of the red heart. That's not one of the more interesting things I've ever seen, in all honesty, but And of course I got hit against just like a regular knight here. That's pretty embarrassing. Alright, so regular knight troll. My damage is not great. Even with that Jesus Juice upgrade that I got, like, the damage is just not spectacular. So let's just go ahead and do the boss fight right away. And it's going to be another horseman, which is bad because you only want 2 horsemen the entire game. And no other horsemen other than that. So this just gives me a greater chance of finding horsemen later on in the game when I really don't want to find them. Like finding war and death later on in the game. And I don't want to fight war and death later on in the game because that will get me more than 2 cubes of meat. And you only want 2 cubes of meat per game because that's the best amount to have. It gives you like the firing familiar, but you don't want the little meat boy with broken AI running around because, well, he has broken AI and he doesn't block shots for you. So I honestly think it's probably better to, if you get more than 2 cubes of meat, to just leave the 3rd or 4th ones on the ground, in my opinion. Anyway, let's take this as soon as the green goo dissipates. And I guess I might as well explore the rest of the floor. It's probably a bad idea. I'll probably like lose health doing this, but if I could get, yeah, this is like, for example, you come across rooms like this, which you don't want to come across, but like if you could run across rooms that had red heart drops in them, then I could use those on the blood bank. So that's why it would potentially be a good idea. And it just cursed skull there, really horrible trinket, so I'm not too worried about it. But get away from him. As long as there's you know, no horrible rooms that make me lose like a ton of hearts, I should be completely fine. Eternal heart, so it looks like actually exploring the rest of the floor was a really good idea. And we also got an additional charge for our deck cards, and I'll get 2 clubs from that. And I don't know if it's worth it blowing all of my money on that arcade and trying to get myself some like health drops so I can play the blood bank a little more, but I think I'm going to do that. And the main reason for is, if you watch my last episode, those orbitals are so good. So if I can pick myself up some pretty flies, that would really help a lot. So that's the main reason for playing the slot machine, really, is just for pretty flies, because they are so helpful late game. And we end up getting ourselves like another 2 plays in the blood bank, so that's a good start already. No blood bag yet, but you can't get insane blood bag luck every single run. And who knows what this will be. Bombs are key. That's not really something that I wanted, because I find bombs is usually... It's better to have a lot of bombs than it is to have a lot of keys, but I guess now I have a decent amount of both, so if I end up like coming across a whole bunch of chests later on in the game, I can end up playing a lot, and that can always help out a bit. Maybe I should pause the video here, but I always do pause the video if I have like a ton of money and I want to spend it all. Okay, awesome. So we get skate hole. Great upgrade. That means that all flies later on in the game will be, well, I don't really want to say non-aggressive because I don't think that's the correct word, but they will come at you, but they won't do damage to you, really. So skate hole is a great drop, especially because you can run into those rooms with like a whole bunch of fat flies, and it's pretty much impossible to not take damage unless you have skate hole. Troll bomb there. Luckily the troll bomb didn't like blow up the skull game. If the skull game was still alive, the troll bomb pretty much would always blow that up when you get a troll bomb like that, unless you're really good at avoiding it, so that's kind of annoying. Anyway, almost out of money here, and after that I will blow up both machines and see if I can't... Yeah, finally a red heart. So 2 more plays, unless the slot machine... Well, I guess I get some more money from the blood bank, so a couple more plays, unless the slot machine, when I blow it up, ends up dropping some hearts for me, which would be great. And we get a pill. It's just friends till the end. I was hoping for like a full health pill would have been awesome. And we do get a full health pill, so I'm just going to go ahead and actually, I don't know if this is a waste, but I'm going to use the full health pill on the blood bank, and then I'll get some more money from this too, more money to gamble with. But anyway, this way, pop that full health pill. Maybe possibly kind of a waste, but it just prolongs my ability to get a blood bag. And unfortunately the blood bank is being really greedy today and not wanting to pay out, but it happens. You got to get used to it sometimes. That's just Isaac for you, the whole troll engine sort of thing. 8 more money, 8 more cents. The more I play the slot machine, really the better, because it gives me a better opportunity to get the what it called, orbital flies, which I really want, but I keep getting the black flies, unfortunately, which are about like the same-ish drop rate as the orbital flies, the pretty flies. I really want the pretty flies. I'm not such a big fan of the black flies because they're kind of useless for me. One more play on the blood bank. Come on, blood bank. It's just not happening today, right? And of course, like on my very last play, I'll probably get like the IV bag payout or something like that, but that's the way this game works sometimes. Is that full health? Range up. I gotta have like max range now. I swear I found like 5 black flies, but no pretty flies. It's really disappointing. Oh, a dime. Perfect. On my very last play, I get a dime, so I get to prolong this a little bit longer. I really should have paused. I didn't realize that I would get all of these, don't blow up. Dang it. I didn't realize I would get all of these, opportunities. I'll play this like 4 times, just in case. And then I'll give me enough money for the shop. Next floor, guaranteed. And it looks like I'm not going to get the blood bank to pay out, so I'll just smack down a bomb here. And, wow, that is a lot of health back. If I realized it was going to drop that many hearts, I would have played it like a couple more times. Anyway, let's go pick up that Eternal Heart. No, I didn't forget about it. And I actually forgot about an Eternal Heart last run. I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've ever done that. Luckily, it didn't wind up hurting my cause, but... So I got a health up, which is pretty nice, and we'll proceed down to the next floor, looking like in a pretty decent situation, even though I didn't get any pretty flies, which I really, really wanted. And, yeah, proceeding on now. I think this run is looking decent, although I definitely need some damage ups, so if I could get, like, Sacred Heart, I have found Angel Rooms, so that means that I'm more likely to get future Angel Rooms, so Sacred Heart, if you're out there, I would really, really appreciate finding you. And you always get soul hearts from killing the bosses that look like that, the bluish ones, so that's pretty awesome. And basically, more red heart drops. It would be awesome if there is an arcade on this floor. I did come down to this floor with a whole bunch of money, so that gives me a pretty good chance for an arcade. Or instead, I could wind up spending those hearts on the Demon Beggar, which might be an even better investment. Potentially, I mean, the Demon Beggar can be a troll and give you really terrible items sometimes too, but... and he winded up paying out with the nail. That is a great item. Alright, so that was totally worth it, and I get to heal back my health. So, I'm not sure if paying hearts to Demon Beggar counts as taking damage on a floor. It very well might, and if that's the case, then I probably won't get another deal with the Angel on this floor. But I'm not even mad, because I just got the nail, which gives you a soul heart and a damage up, and you can use it like once every 6 rooms, something like that, but it's really, really good. So, unfortunately, what's not good is running across the room with a whole bunch of knights in it. Not one of my more favorite things in this game, to be completely honest, but I do have a lot of bombs. Maybe I could try to kill them with bombs. And apparently if you like run into guys, it kills them too. I want to, you know, do that probably less often because running into enemies also means you lose health. So I just kind of lost that free soul heart that I would have gained if I didn't run into enemies. And if I got like the Nun's Habit now from a shop, like I have enough money to access a shop. So if I do access a shop and I wind up getting like Nun's Habit or something like that, oh, that would be epic. So I'm kind of hoping that that's what ends up happening. Nun's Habit or Battery or really anything that makes me charge faster would be epic. It just stacks so great with the nail. Battery or 9-volt Nun's Habit, anything. Alright, so let's continue exploring the floor. And we got the compass effect from my Liberty Cap, so it shows me that the shop is up top here. So that's the general direction that I'll start to head in. And that was really, really stupid damage to have taken, but it happens to the best of us sometimes. And the shop should be right up here, and there's a slot machine that I can play as well. I've already found greed, so... oh boy. Oh boy. It's about to get real, son. Okay, so I got Nun's Habit plus Nail. I'm going to be unstoppable at this point, because every time you get hit when you have Nun's Habit, it recharges half... oh, nice. Room with 5 knights, my nemesis. I hate this room. I hate everything about it. It makes me unhappy. If I had a nail charge, I could just like run into the knights and kill them that way, because I can just heal back all the damage I take with using the Nun's Habit plus Nail combo. But yeah, like knights, one of my most hated things in this game, because they just take so long to kill sometimes, and they're very extremely frustrating. I could try to lay a bomb up here, because there's a likely location for a secret room up here, so got 2 of them with that bomb. That was pretty good. And I also checked for a secret room at the same time. It didn't wind up paying out, like the secret room anyway, but I wound up killing 2 knights with that bomb. So all in all, I think that was pretty worthwhile to do. Supposedly, if you shoot them like in the side, like the best way to kill knights is supposed to be like to run around along their side, along, I don't know. It's one of those 2 words. I promise. It's a word. But yeah, if you just run along their side and shoot them, you can hit them in the back of the head easier, and that's one of the better ways to kill them. Room full of globins. This could be problematic considering I don't have the best damage in the world. But hopefully I'll be able to get out of this one alive. So like just getting that nail upgrade like made me so happy, because that really improves my chances of actually winning this run. And you know, I actually can go to the chest now. Like it's very unlikely that, oh, golden key, that's helpful. It's pretty unlikely that I actually will win the chest because, well, for one, I don't want to pick that up yet. For one, I've never been to the chest before, personally. I've seen it many times, and it looks pretty darn hard. And hopefully one day I'll be able to go into the chest and see what it's like for myself. But I'm probably not going to beat the chest on my very first ever attempt. So hopefully one day I'll be good enough to like start beating the chest fairly often. But we got to work towards that. But hey, that's part of the fun, isn't it? So I got hit there, as you saw, with the Nun's Habit, and it gave me charge for the nail. So I can just go ahead and use the nail now. And of course that gives me a soul heart as well, and damage. So that helps me beat the floor faster. So it's just like a win-win sort of situation here. Anyway, I might as well explore a bit more because I have the nail, and so I can't really take damage if you think about it, because I take 2 hits, I lose a heart, and then I just use the nail and I gain the heart back. So essentially I can't really take damage at all. It's probably like in my benefit to actually get hit. So I'll let these guys hit me, and I can use the nail. So there you go. I mean, it's probably like in my benefit to get hit, because I can just like gain free damage and lose absolutely nothing. So like if I get hit during a room, I'll just like let myself get hit again. And like watch this. Hit once, hit twice, pop the nail, get that heart that I just lost back, and get some damage. So that's why the nail and the Nun's Habit just goes so well together. Unfortunately, it doesn't work as well in the womb, because you get a full heart of damage instead of half a heart of damage for taking the hit. But if you can like pick up the wafer, you're essentially invincible for the entire game. Like if you have the wafer, the Nun's Habit, and the nail, game over. You've won. Like there's no way to die, because you're essentially invincible the entire game. So that's probably like the easiest way to win in the entire game. But I unfortunately have never been able to get that specific combo myself. Hopefully I will be able to one day. But let's go ahead and fight the boss, who is going to be Monstro 2. And I don't know if I should... Yeah, I should probably let myself get hit by him twice so I can pop that nail. And so the fight can go a bit faster. See? Like, using my strategy here. I could just, like, let myself get hit as much as I want. And it doesn't really matter at this point, because I don't have any charges on the nail anyway. So I'm not losing anything by letting myself get hit, because 2 hits equals 1 heart back. But anyway, hopefully we can get like a health upgrade or something good from Monstro. And I don't even think I've lost any red hearts during this floor. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've just lived off soul hearts the entire floor. So that gives me a pretty decent chance for a devil room as well, although I might have lost red heart at the very start of the floor. I can't quite remember. But we do end up getting the devil room, and we also get super bandage, which is a heart and 2 soul hearts up. And I somehow lost my habit. But let's go into the devil room, and 2 terribly crap items. There's the parasite, which it's a decent item. It's not worth 3 soul hearts though. And the dead cat, which usually is a really bad item and winds up hurting you instead of helping you. But I did not forget about the eternal heart, so I'm gonna go back and wind up picking that up. And I don't think I'm feeling risky enough to play any at the blood bank. Oh, I just realized I have the Nun's Habit. Oh, well, I just picked up that eternal heart. And screw it. I don't really want to spend time playing the blood bank anyway, because it could just as easily pay out with an IV deck. If I was thinking clearly, what I would have done is I would have just played at the blood bank and restored soul hearts every single time I got hit twice. Man, I'm so stupid. But now I picked up the eternal heart, so if I actually play at the blood bank, I will lose my eternal heart, and I really don't want to do that. So that was dumb of me. Just realize if you get in that exact same situation yourself, play the blood bank, because it's really, really a good idea. And I am dumb. Don't, you know, do what I do. It's really not a good idea. So, yeah, unfortunately, I was dumb. But, I guess it's all a learning experience. I'll do better in the future now. I still need to get some damage upgrades, because, like, if I don't have a nail charge in a room, I kind of struggle a bit with the whole dealing damage aspect. But, if I could get some sort of form of damage upgrade, that would be great. Let's go ahead and check in here. Doesn't look like there's anything interesting in here. And I'll pop that, because I'm going to be doing this, getting a couple more soul hearts, and then by going into that curse room, I effectively got the curse room for free. And another thing the nail does that I hadn't mentioned yet, and I probably should have mentioned, is it destroys rocks. So, you know, if you're in a room like this, it's kind of useful, I guess, because you can get access to the chest without having to use up bombs or anything. I mean, it's not the greatest thing of all time, but I got to spare a bomb there and open up the chest. So, what else could I do? I guess I'll check for the secret room here, and then we'll just go ahead and go off and search for the item room, and then go off and search for the monster fight. So secret room was not there. Hopefully I do wind up finding the secret room, because it's always good to take advantage of that when you have a whole bunch of bombs like I do. I also want to find the shop, because you know, it'll be the last shop of the game, and it looks like the shop is all the way on the other side of the map. And luckily there is a what do you call it? There is a arcade on this floor, so I will be able to take advantage of that Nun's Habit ability that I told you guys about earlier. So let's just actually go to the arcade, and I'll kind of show what I was talking about last floor, and then I wasn't able to exploit because I was dumb and picked up that Eternal Heart. But I'll show you guys exactly what I mean. You essentially get unlimited plays on the blood bank, and hopefully, as long as it pays out with a blood bag instead of an IV bag. Oh, look, another Eternal Heart. I will pick that up later. But there's also a fortune teller machine, so that's great. That could get me a whole bunch of soul hearts as well. But now I can just do this, and it does wind up paying out with a blood bag, so I have another red heart now. And I'm gonna like dump all of my money. Oh no, I'm not gonna dump all my money into the fortune teller machine. First, I'm gonna check out the shop, and if there's it's just super greed. All right, so you can go ahead and hit me. I will lose some money doing that, but it's not the end of the world. I do want to gain some damage, and after this I will dump all my hard-earned cash into that fortune teller machine. Try to get myself some extra soul hearts and possibly like a really good trinket. Although I will be picking up the Polaroid. Polaroid isn't the greatest thing in the world unless you're on soul hearts, which it really is the greatest thing in the world if you are running entirely on soul hearts. Looks like a Super Greed paid out with a ton of money for me. Sometimes he can drop the quarter as well. He didn't drop the quarter, which just gives you 25 cents, but he did drop a ton of money, so like almost as good as the quarter, and 2 hearts. I was gonna say if that's 2 of diamonds, that's epic, but 2 hearts, so I have like 26 cents to spend on the fortune teller machine, so I am just gonna go ahead and pause here and spend all the money on the fortune teller machine, try to get myself some extra soul hearts. Alright, I am back, and I did manage to just pick myself up the burnt penny trinket, so it gave me a whole ton of bombs. I also got the soul heart machine to blow up, so it got me a crystal ball. I'm just going to go ahead and use that one time, and it'll give me a 2 hearts card, which I already had, which is completely useless. I'm going to pick up my nail again, and I'll pick up the... oh, crap. Looks like I picked up the tick by accident. I didn't mean to do that. That kind of means I can't pick up any more trinkets, so it looks like I won't be going to the chest this run. That's really unfortunate. I was not trying to pick up the tick, because the tick dropped, and I thought I was safe, because the tick was like all the way down here, and I never went in this area, but somehow I still picked up the tick. Well, that kind of ruins the whole run. Basically, that means I will not be doing I will not be getting a chest win. And I was actually starting to get to the point where I had enough health and was actually like getting powerful enough to potentially get a chest win, but I should be able to get another Isaac win as long as I play decently enough. And I guess I'll just like speed through the rest of this, whatever is left of the game, because I'm really disappointed now. I did not realize I had picked up the tick, until it was too late. Obviously, it was an accident on my part. I was not trying to pick up the tick, but it happened because that just really sucks. There's no way to get to the chest when you picked up the tick unless you find Mom's coin purse, which allows you to have 2 trinkets, but unless you get Mom's coin purse, you can't go to the chest because you need the Polaroid to go to the chest, and you can't pick up the Polaroid because if you have the tick, you can't pick up any other trinket. That's really unfortunate. My very first time I ever unlocked the Polaroid, and I wind up picking up the tick that very run. So that really sucks, but I guess better luck next time. The only bad thing is, you know, I don't usually get runs this lucky where I end up like getting Nail and Nun's Habit combo. That's a pretty not average thing to happen. So, and our item room item is going to be Odd Mushroom, so it means I'll fire really fast, I'll walk really fast, and my damage is slightly lowered, but overall it's actually better damage than not having it. But I guess we can do another Isaac kill, providing that I play well enough to actually kill Isaac. Although we do have a beggar here, so if I'm really lucky and he gives me like Mom's coin purse, we could still access the chest. Come on, game. You can do it. And a red heart. Alright, that's not exactly what I wanted. And I got hit walking over the spikes, but whatever. If I end up getting any more money, I can always like come back, dump it into that beggar, and who knows, like maybe he could pay out with Mom's coin purse. I highly doubt that, but it is possible. However, I think it is pretty unlikely that I'd actually win against a chest my first time ever trying it, but you know, maybe it could have happened. Is there any way I could really get money on this run? I guess I could like go into the secret room and blow up that slot machine. I'm going to do that just because I'm that desperate to, you know, it's such a tiny chance to actually wind up having the that beggar pay out, but I'm willing to take it. So let's access the secret room, and I guess I could also like do the challenge room for that gray chest. And blow you up. Drop me a dime, please. Curved horn. That's a trinket I haven't seen before, but I can't use it because I have the freaking tick. But, yeah, let's just go into the challenge room, do the challenge room. If there's any money in here, so be it. Nope, no money. Just a bombs or key pill, which is not helpful at all. Not in the slightest. I'm going to let myself get hit once here. Use the nail. Do some damage up. And I only lose half a soul art, and I regain a full soul art for using it, so it's not that big of a deal. That was stupid. But it's whatever. Use a nail again. I'm just like taking a ton of damage here, but it's not even a big deal because it completely doesn't matter. But it will start mattering next floor, so I gotta look out for that. Anyway, that arcade ended up being so bad because like it cost me that chance of going to the chest, but whatever. Didn't wind up getting any money. I only have 1 cent. I don't think it's even worth walking over the spikes and risking taking damage just for one play at the beggar, in all honesty. So I'm just going to say screw it. We'll try for an Isaac kill this run. We'll go for a chest kill on a future run. I still have to probably get better at the game before I'll even wind up accomplishing that. But like, there's really no point in going to the devil. I guess we could do that as well, but I don't really see a point in doing that due to the fact that I'm going to let myself get hit twice here, use the nail, and have some extra damage, so this fight will just go a little bit faster. I'm not going to be able to do that in the future, though, because like getting hit in the womb and beyond like does extra damage, so I'm going to have to like enjoy it while it lasts, but I can't do this anymore in the future. I actually have to like dodge. Such a terrible thing, I know, having to like dodge enemies, but that's what you usually have to do in a normal run, so I guess it's not that bad. Alright, Mom, you're like halfway dead. Let's get you the rest of the way dead as fast as possible. Foot stamps down there. Use the nail again. I've had to use the nail so many times this fight. Oh my goodness. That really hurt. And that does a full heart of damage, which she stamps on you too. Not half a heart of damage. And somehow that stamped on me again, although I'm pretty sure I was out of the way, so that seems a little bit unethical, but anyway, Mom should be dead now. Get the Polaroid. I really wish I could pick that up, but I can't because I was screwed over. And let's go down to the next floor, having like a bazillion hearts and a 1-up, so I think I have a pretty low chance of actually dying anytime soon. Oh, that was really stupid. I just walked into some damage there. It's probably my best interest to avoid doing that in the future as much as possible. I want to get these nail charges, not just use them up. And it would be really nice to have the compass, in all honesty, but you can't have everything. I'm just so sad at the fact that I won't be able to go to the chest this run. I mean, heck, I might even, like, struggle killing Isaac, so it's not, like, guaranteed or anything. I probably should have waited to pop the nail till this room, but whatever. Oh, that was stupid. That was stupid. That was stupid. I did not figure an angel would, or a baby would spawn right there. These are not the angel babies. The angel babies are the ones with wings that shoot 3 shots instead of just 1 shot. Alright, you're dead. You hopefully will be dead soon as well. Looks like there's a couple likely locations for the secret room here that I would be interested in checking out. Who knows, maybe I'll find like Mom's coin purse in one of them and then find the Polaroid later on, although that has a very extremely low chance of ever happening. I think since I've already seen the Polaroid, I don't think I can see it again, although I could be wrong about that, but we'll see. Anyway, maybe next run I'll make a chest run. It's probably going to happen first with Isaac. It's only right to have my first chest run with Isaac anyway, since it is the Binding of Isaac after all, and he's kind of like the main character. It wouldn't have been right to do it with CAIN, so maybe this is for the best. Anyway, that was a pretty easy room. And unfortunately, this is Curse of the Lost, so I might be here for quite a while. Curse of the Lost, often it's a little bit more difficult to like find the boss room and such. Come on, come this way. You know you want to. You know you want to die to me. I'm still on, like... It's pretty incredible how I'm still on white tiers, and I've come this far in the game. It's pretty rare to, like, be this far in the game and still have near base damage. I've only had the 1 damage up, and it wasn't even an amazing damage up. But I guess, like, the immense amount of health I've had has just been kind of carrying me. I will pop the nail here just to break that, and do that. That wasn't really worth it at all. I'm imagining that Mom's fight is probably going to be this way. I don't really have any knowledge that would suggest that, but just an educated guess, I suppose. Mom's fights, or the boss fights, usually tend to be pretty far away from, like, the entrance to the floors, so. And I see a couple more likely locations of the secret room, so I will go ahead and check them out. There's some more money that I'll probably never use and really isn't going to be helpful to me at all. Check you out, check you out. There we go, there's the secret room. And we get Bob's Rotten Head. Am I going to switch that out for the nail? Heck no. I'm going to be sticking with my trusty, faithful nail. Well, this was a sad direction to go in, because there is no boss fight room in this direction. Of course, I was hoping that there would be. My throat is really, really dry. I gotta get, like, maybe I'm just not used to commentating Isaac or something, but recently every time I've tried to commentate for, I mean, it's only been 45 minutes. It's not, I've done more than that. Like, I've streamed for, I don't know, like 17 hours straight before, and my throat felt better than this, but maybe I should go back to my habit of, like, drinking Powerade while I record. But the problem is, like, when you're just doing a stream, that's fine, because streams aren't, like, professional or anything, or, well, I guess some of them are, but mine sure aren't. But, like, when you're doing a video, it's just kind of, it feels rude to just, like, take a drink of Powerade or whatever, like, during the middle of the video and making people wait for you, and I feel really bad doing that, so. I might have to, though, because it would really be beneficial for my throat. Don't get hit, you idiot. Of course, when you, like, do the card picking up animation, you know, are more vulnerable to taking damage. That's why I got hit there. But so far, like, haven't been able to find the correct route to go. Of course, it's the last way I check, because it always has to be. Anyway, that moon card is essentially useless to me, because I already know where the secret room is, and the secret room is crap, so I'll kill you with my floating head of death. You can just, like, you can run into these guys and they don't even damage you at all, but they can drop troll bombs, which can, in fact, damage you, so you want to watch out for those. So this can be kind of an annoying room with the sucky guys, the suckers, the rate suckers, I'll just call them that. The Geico rate suckers, that was one of the most legendary commercials of all time. Curse of the Lost, really screwing me over here. Let's continue on. Me and my poor, burning, aching throat. I don't want to, like, comment on it too much, but oh my goodness, this is really bad. I'm just like, I don't even know what's going on right now. I'll probably go down to the store and like pick myself up some Powerade or something. One thing that I found really helps when it comes to like video making in general, it's not really the same as, it's kind of off topic a little bit I suppose, but it is so helpful to drink coffee and eat breakfast. Like I'm not the best sleeper. I have like a really hard time going to sleep a lot of the time. So like when I wake up, one thing that I found is kind of difficult is I'm really exhausted, and it's really hard to like get motivation to make a video when you're just like completely exhausted and completely not in the zone. So one thing that I've been trying to do lately is like start my day off with coffee and a good breakfast, and it's helped so much with just being less tired and being more motivated to make videos. Like at this point, I'm the most successful I've ever been on YouTube, so you'd think that would give you more motivation instead of less, but it's not really the way that it's worked out, which is really unfortunate. But anyway, this room is kind of annoying because these guys have a ton of health and they tend to disappear under the floor as well, which is just, you know, two very annoying things wrapped into one. Okay, so we get a nail charge there, and unfortunately using the nail, I got hit with the eye. Maybe I should have waited for the eye to fire before using the nail, but oh well. How should I have known? Well, I could have known. I played this game like 100 times, so I probably should know at this point, but Joker card. Yeah, why not? I'll use you. And we get Mark or Guppy's Paw. Actually, I'm going to take both of those. And I'm going to go ahead and use Guppy's Paw. Go to entirely soul hearts. Take the nail back. And now I have better damage. Oh, and of course it put me like way far away from the boss. But as probably a lot of you guys know, late in the game, if you have Guppy's Paw and like a ton of red hearts, you always want to take Guppy's Paw late in the game. Early in the game, it's not great, or if you have like barely any red hearts, it's not great. But late in the game, Guppy's Paw is epic and is extremely helpful. So yes, I will use the nail here. Why not? And we fight Teratoma, I think is the name of this boss. It's the one that like drops spiders. Oh, never mind. This one drops flies. But there is one that like drops spiders as well, and it's additionally a womb boss. And you can find womb bosses just in normal rooms in the womb. I didn't know this before, but it is possible. Bombs are key. Sure, I'll have like 2 more bombs than I had before now. But yeah, I ran across Loki too in just a regular womb room, so I was like, whoa, this is Teratoma. Speak of the devil. We run across him in the very next room. So yeah, Teratoma is the guy that drops spiders instead of bomb flies. Or there's one that drops chargers as well that is just like this. But, you know, not pretty easy boss fight. One of the easier womb boss fights, I would say. Unfortunately, now that I'm all in soul hearts, my 2 hearts card is entirely useless. I can't use it for anything at all because I have no red hearts. So using up this card would have no effect on me. Okay, well, I'll take stem cells just because the boss room opened again, so I can use Guppy's Paw for another 3 soul hearts, so why not? And if I had the Polaroid here, entirely on soul hearts, what the Polaroid would do is it would give me, like, 5 seconds of invincibility every time you get hit. If you're entirely on soul hearts, that's what the Polaroid does. So it would have been epic to have the Polaroid in a situation like this, but unfortunately I don't. Ah, get away, get away. Get away, get away, get away now. Oh, that was dumb. Whatever. I have like gobs and gobs and gobs of health, so I'm not even very worried about it. And as well, I can't even go to the chest. There's not really any reason to go try hard mode anyway, because I cannot reach my ultimate goal. But this will give me another 2 mom kills, because oh, tears up, that helps. More damage. But yeah, this will give me another 2 mom kills, because for those of you who don't know, getting a devil kill or an Isaac kill or a blue baby kill, they all count as getting a mom kill. So like if you do the full game, if you kill mom, Isaac, and blue baby, that counts as 3 mom kills. So I mean, if you're trying to go for that like kill death ratio or whatever, that's a really good way to do it, by just being generally good at the game. Although I mean, being generally good at the game will help you out in a lot of other areas as well. So this is kind of an annoying room, but I should be able to get through it without taking any more damage, hopefully. Picking up that mark helped a ton. I'm really noticing the difference. I almost said real estate. Not exactly sure why. I'm real estate noticing the difference. I wish I could pick you up. I wish I could pick up anything other than this stupid tick, but I got tick trolled. And that's kind of what happens occasionally in this game. Not necessarily getting tick trolled. I think that's only my first time ever picking up the tick by accident. Literally, my first time ever doing it. And of course, it happened to be the run where I unlocked the Polaroid. You know, but it was bound to happen with this game. Just in general, tends to do stuff like that quite often. Don't get hit, and I got hit by my own self, my own doppelganger. You know what? You're dead. Just wait patiently for him to die, and it will eventually happen. So we get a mama brain here. I think that's what they're called. Pretty easy to kill, pretty easy to not take damage from, unless you're me and you're really good at taking damage from everything. I've noticed the more you play this game, the easier it gets to, like, kind of like look in the corner of your eye at where monsters are, and like being able to dodge the shots that they shoot at you way easier, because you can kind of like see them even though you're not looking directly at your own character. One thing that I found helps so much for any of you out there that are like playing Isaac and struggling, because I know there are a couple people that at least watch some of these videos. I don't know if they'll be watching this one, but that kind of struggle with Isaac and stuff. So best piece of advice that I have is when you first start playing, don't look at where you're shooting, look at your actual character itself. And that helped me so much at the start with being able to dodge shots easier. Just like, don't even worry about where you're shooting. It'll take longer to kill stuff, but it'll be a lot better for you in the long run. So unfortunately, I picked the wrong path to go to the boss. I'll just pop this 2 hearts card because I have no use for it at all. So that means double Duke of Flies room. That's kind of annoying, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. It'll get me a... Oh, great. Of course I got hit on this room. It had to happen, just as I said, like, oh, it shouldn't be too annoying at all. And of course, it was the champion Duke of Flies that actually shoots at you, so that's kind of my excuse for taking damage here. If it was the regular Duke of Flies, it never would have happened, I promise. Alright, so luckily they dropped a soul heart for me, even though it wasn't even a blue Duke of Flies, so it's kind of weird. Duke of Flies becomes a lot easier when you have Skatel, I can say that for a fact, so let's go ahead and pop the nail here. Get some extra health, get some extra damage. Such a great item, the nail. Haven't run into it very often, but it is just amazing. I gotta attribute my victory here. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, I'm gonna win. But I'm gonna attribute my victory here to the nail and the Nun's Habit. 2 of my favorite items in the game. It's just epic having them. Okay, so this is a potentially tricky room. I guess it wasn't so bad, really. The leeches can be problematic, though, and the underground guys can be as well. Someone just invited me to play Age of Empires 2 HD Edition, which I still want to stream one day, and I want to do more Isaac streams one day as well. I've done a few Isaac streams, haven't done a whole lot, but I am getting my internet upgraded. Like, I moved house, I don't know how long ago it was, like 3 weeks ago now, I think. And the internet here is crap. It really is, so I guess that's kind of my excuse. But yeah, I haven't been able to stream at all for about 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks. The internet repair guy, well, he's not really repairing, he's upgrading the internet, but the internet installation guy, whatever he wants to call himself, is coming in, what is today, the 12th? So yeah, he's coming in, I don't know what day this video will go up. I'll probably upload this today. I don't have anything else to upload today, but he'll be coming in 6 days. And then hopefully, I will be able to stream again. The one bad thing about the town in which I live, though, is the maximum internet speed that you can get is 2 megabytes a second upload speed, which is not amazing. It really isn't. It should be enough to stream on, but just barely. So basically, the fastest internet you can possibly get in this entire town is 2 megabytes a second, which is just ridiculous. I think that's so dumb. How, like, the fastest possible internet in an entire town. This town has like 50,000 people in it or something too, so it's not like some tiny country town. I used to live in a tiny country town, actually, and we had internet that was faster than this, so I think it's a little bit ridiculous. But there's only 3 internet providers in the entire town that you can use. One of them is, it doesn't provide internet, like the place where I live in town. One of them is just horrible and like incredibly expensive and has terrible customer service. Time Warner Cable, if any of you don't know. It's one of the worst companies in all of America, and that is completely true. And the other internet provider is the one that we use, and like they're pretty good, they're pretty reliable and all, but they're just they don't really offer any really fast internet. You know, the fastest they offer is 2 megabytes a second upload, which hopefully will be good enough to stream, but yeah, we'll see, I guess. Like the previous town I lived in, like when I was going to school a little bit and kind of decided not to continue that, I was getting like 8 megabytes a second, and that was like the fastest you could get in the entire town too. And I've had people like saying that they live in England and they get like 20 megabytes a second. I'm like, that's ridiculous. You can't even get internet that fast in America. So I don't know why. It seems like in America we have everything, but except fast internet. You can't get fast internet in America. It's just impossible. Unless, I don't know, unless you, I'm imagining like the really big cities probably have better options internet wise, but definitely if you don't live in a huge city, it is literally impossible to get great internet. It's just not even offered. Even if you're willing to pay like, I don't know, $100 a month for fast internet, you can't do it because it's just no one offers it. If you want to give me a compass, that would be great. And he gives me a health upgrade. I don't have the Polaroid, so I feel okay taking that. I guess 3 cents for a health upgrade is a pretty good trade. And there's a tinted rock here, which I will gladly blow up and wind up getting a soul heart for doing so. Wow, 3 rooms that I've explored already that didn't even have any enemies in them. I like seeing that. I love seeing rooms without any enemies in them. Anyway, Cathedral shouldn't be too difficult. Like I've seen and heard that the chest is actually pretty darn difficult, just like with its normal rooms, because it's mostly, you know, bosses from earlier on in the game and mini bosses that you have to fight in the normal rooms. It's not even the Blue Baby boss fights. So Blue Baby is again just pretty much another Isaac. Alright, so I just popped the nail there. Lost a little bit of health, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. I just want to find Isaac as fast as possible. Can I bomb my way out of here? Please say I can. I don't feel like fighting 2 greeds. And Teratoma, or whatever he feels like calling himself these days. Okay, so we found Isaac pretty easily. I should be able to win the Isaac fight pretty easily. Child's Heart. You know, I wish I could pick up anything other than the current trinket that I have, but unfortunately I can't. So I should be able to like just stand here and, you know, I only have 1 orbital, but at the same time, like I have gobs and gobs and gobs and gobs and gobs of health, so I don't even really think I need to move. In all honesty, I can just stand here and take it all. I should be completely fine. So I wouldn't recommend to normally do this unless you have a full 3 orbitals, but if you're like me and you just have so much health you don't even know what to do with it all, you might as well just stand here and focus on getting Isaac down as quickly as possible, really. Of course, if you have 3 orbitals, you really should be doing this regardless of how much health you have, because it's just a good idea. But like, it looks like we're almost done with this run. Unfortunately, I really wanted to, you know, go to the chest, and if I didn't have the unfortunate tick troll happen to me, I would have been able to go to the chest for the first time, and probably wouldn't have won, but it would have been a good laugh. Lots of fun. I don't know, who knows, like, with the amount of health that I have, heck, I could have possibly even beaten the chest. Like, I really don't even know, but anyway, we'll finish off this Isaac fight here. Thank you guys for watching. We get Abel for beating Isaac with CAIN for the first time, so another unlock. And I guess we'll continue our search for unlocks next game. And I don't know, I'll either do Eve. If I'm in a really good mood, I'll do Eve and try to get a devil kill. Or if I'm not in a really good mood, I'll probably do Maggie and try to get an Isaac kill. But thanks for watching, everyone, and farewell.
Bye.